Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel again. Today I'm going to continue on the subject about Learning 3.0, and I'm going to talk about one tool that's very commonly used for Learning 3.0, which is called the Learning Canvas. So the Learning Canvas is very interesting. It's something you can do with a group of people. So how does it work? Let's go into each area here. We have the theme. So usually it's a kind of what area of knowledge, what specific thing we're gonna talk about. Where, so location, when, and then we have here the asker. Who's the asker? Somebody in this group has a question, has something that he would like the group to reflect on and help him maybe answer or find some actions he can try to get to this an answer to this question that he wants. So here we have sharers. So these will be the people who will be sharing their experiences, ideas, other information to help this asker. And then we have the facilitator. Facilitator is like for Learning 3.0, is one who's done a learning camp with Alexandre Magno, and who understands the concepts of Learning 3.0 and knows how to facilitate a meeting with all these people. So knows how to extract the best out of this group of people in order to answer the question, have the best experience and the most productive time together. So we have here, look, the columns, they're separated. We have the past and the future. So here we have what's the problem. So the asker will detail here in the problem symptoms column more details of what's involved in the question. Well, one example, let's say he wants to learn Portuguese, and how can he's having difficulties learning, and what could be done to improve that. So here you can describe, oh, I don't understand sort of syntax, I can't find time to study, I have difficulty finding material. Well, you can go into details of why it's been difficult for him to learn a language. And then we have some other the other column here, experiences, which I'll go into details how that works shortly. Ideas, expected results, and what can be tried, sort of what's kind of the action, where the action is going to be defined. So after the asker has defined the problems associated with the question, he can also, with the help of the sharers, the people involved in this meeting, say what are the expected results. So having a problem learning Portuguese, what does he want as a result? Oh, I want to be able to improve my Portuguese within a certain time span, like in 3 months I want to be able to communicate sort of on a trip and be able to order food. I want to be able to practice with other people, be able to read a simple novel. So he can define what it is he sees in the future, right? After solving these problems associated with the question. So then we go into the action part with the group. So the sharers will fill in with post-its here the experience they have had. So it's important that they have some knowledge, some experience on that theme, like learning Portuguese or whatever is defined. So they can say, well, what experiences they have had which have helped them learn Portuguese. So what did they try, but things that they actually lived through, what they experienced. So here it's important that they have had really that experience. So they will share all that, what they think that could help reach these expected results. Then we go into the ideas, and all this is the facilitator is helping them sort of bring out this information. Then in the ideas, they are free to sort of suggest things, something they've read about, something they've heard, something they've talked to a friend about that could help learning Portuguese and solving these problems that the asker has put. So here you're free to suggest things. Oh, I have this idea. It's not something that you've necessarily experienced, but that you think can help reach the solution here, the expected results. So then the facilitator will help them extract all this information and help the asker then with all this information define what actions he can try, like next day or along the next week, that can help him solve these problems, so reach the expected result. So the asker, who will look at all this information, think, well, I like this experience, I like this idea, I think they go well together. Oh, this has given me an insight and emergent learning. I never thought of associating this with that, and I could try that. So he will define some action steps based on information that has emerged from all this relation that the sharers have shared there in a session. So it's very interesting because he can come up with ideas that he wouldn't have come up on his own. So it's taking advantage of all the sharing experience with other people. So he can try that, and we could have another session to go into more detail, see how that worked out. You're free to use it in any way that you see fit, as long as you follow the principles. So that's the important thing. This is just a tool. Learning 3.0 is not associated to a learning canvas. This is just a tool that can help you, but you can do learning 3.0 with other tools and other ways, as long as you know the concepts and principles. So I hope that's been interesting, and let's talk more about it in other videos. So thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.